It's indeed a pleasure to talk about Tamil Nadu and social justice. I would in fact say the words Tamil Nadu and social justice are synonymous with each other. They both mean the same, and let me take a few minutes to talk about the past of the Dravidian people, the Dravidian culture, and the Dravidian movement. The Tamil literature can be traced to Tolkappiyam 3000 years ago, and then comes the Sangam literature 2400 years ago, and then the Tirukkural 2000 plus years ago. Then we have during the 9th and 10th century, we have the Bhakti literature. Then there is a void in the Tamil literature, which I call the dark ages of the Tamil people, and then the modern literature, which we are all a part today. Until the discovery of Indus Valley civilization, the Harappan civilization, in the late 1920s by Banerjee, Indian history or Indian archaeology was solely based upon the Vedic concepts. This was the history we were learning, we were taught until then. After the discovery of the Indus Valley civilization, it was a very important milestone, a landmark, which transformed the Indian history into two parts. One is the Vedic civilization, and another is the Indus Valley Harappan Dravidian civilization. What happened was, people who were propagating that human beings were created from the head of the Lord, from the shoulders of the Lord, from the foot of the Lord, and from the dust of the foot, were shell-shocked to see a civilization which was older and ancient than the Vedic civilization, which was also very elite, knew to make pottery, had languages, wrote a lot of things, had markings in the pottery, had a huge bath. The civilization was phenomenal in terms of advancement and socially inclusive. There were no Varnashram or Manusmriti and division of people by birth in the Indus Valley or the Harappan civilization. The Indus, Harappan, Keeladi, the Sangam period, the arts, and the society thrived with arts, culture, and it was an egalitarian society without any religion. Of course, we used to pray to the mother goddess, Tai Vali Chamoham. That is, we were always connected to a mother goddess as our Kuladaivam or our family deity or the clan deity was the only god we used to pray to. And there are lots of proof of the Kuladaiva Valivadu in the Sangam literature, in the Keeladi excavations, the Harappan Indus excavations too. It was a very peaceful people who had no religion, and the Sangam kings celebrated literatures like the Sangam literature and other. Later on, after the Sangam era, the small kings who were ruling the Tamil region celebrated literature, celebrated the poets and writings like Tirukkural. In Sangam literature, we can find 45 women poets were part of writing the Sangam literature which is available today. We cannot say we have restored or recovered all the Sangam literatures. We have only probably got 20 to 30% or 40% of the Sangam literature. The rest we are yet to get, or some maybe have been lost permanently. Education for women, education for all, arts and crafts were well learned by everybody. Take, for example, in the Keeladi excavations, we find that artisans like potters were educated and knew to read and write, and they have written names of the people in the pottery. There is ample proof that education was for all the masses and not like the later period.